give him a Viking funeral. So they carry him down to the fjord, they put him in his boat, they pile up a bunch of wood and throw some oil on it, and then they take a dog and put him down there at his feet. And then they ran into a problem, see, because they couldn't get none of the ladies in town to go on the longboat to go up to Valhalla with him. They kept on trying until finally Bjarki's wife Hildi came out with a battle axe, and well, they gave up on that idea. So they put a sheep on there instead. I guess they figured a girl's a girl. Well, there were two problems with that. Sven pointed out to them that Halfdan, he weren't no Norman, and so a sheep really wasn't appropriate. And even if it was appropriate, it wouldn't have done no good, because they put a boy sheep on there instead of a girl sheep. Well, the berserks weren't paying any attention. They were having too much fun, so they put the sheep on the boat, and they shoved it out into the fjord. Well, right about that time, somebody pointed out to them that they forgot to light the thing on fire. So Hakon went back and he got a bunch of torches, and then him, Bjarki, and Bjorn, they all took turns throwing the torches out there until one of them landed it on the boat and it finally caught fire. Well, right about then, the dog decided it had enough. You know, it didn't mind being on the boat, but nobody said nothing about no fire. So it jumps over the side and swims back to shore. Now, the sheep didn't jump over the side, though, but it started baaing and baaing and baaing, and all that baaing finally woke up Halfdan. Now, at first, he's trying to figure out how some silly sheep got out of its pen and got into his house. And then he smelled smoke. He figured, okay, well, maybe I didn't make it all the way home. Maybe I passed out the street down by the blacksmith shop, and that's not too far from the sheep's pens. And then he noticed his feet were getting awful warm. So he opened up his eyes and he looked, and he saw that his feet weren't just getting warm, his feet were on fire. So he jumps up and he's stomping, trying to put the fire out, and about that point the sheep decides it's had enough too, and it jumps over the side. And it was right about then that Halfdan realized that he wasn't in his home, that he was on his boat, and his boat was on fire. So now he's yelling and screaming and jumping up and down and stomping and splashing water over the side, trying to put the fire out. Berserks were all pointing and laughing and screaming and shouting, going, "Hey, look, he's going to Valhalla! He's going to Valhalla! Where's the Valkyries? Where's the Valkyries?" Right about then, Halfdan realized he wasn't going to be able to put the fire out, and he jumped over the side. Well, that was also the time the rest of the village decided to go back up into town, because nobody wanted to be there when Halfdan came up out of the water. And he did, and he was cold, and he was wet, and his hair and his beard were smoking. Well, they didn't have a whole lot of trouble getting the berserks back in their longhouse that night. But I tell you what, the next time you want to go up there and party with the berserks, you better make sure when you leave you put the bar back across the outside of the door. Yeah, sure, you betcha. Well, that's all we have time for, but before we go, we'll leave you with this word from Bjorn Saxonbane's School of Berserking. Are you not receiving the proper respect on the battlefield? Do your enemies snicker and laugh instead of running in terror? Then let Bjorn teach you the proper fundamentals of berserking. You will learn how to froth at the mouth better than any rabid dog, inspire sheer terror, and cheer on your axe without losing any teeth. Flexible payment plans available, no Normans, Saxons, or sheep accepted. Member in good standing with United Berserkers of Scandinavia. Well, that's all from Radio Free Valhalla. This program is made possible through raids in the British Isles and assorted locations throughout Northern Europe, as well as support of our fine sponsors. Radio Free Valhalla is broadcast live from our location on the Bifrost Bridge and is a subsidiary of Asgard Enterprises. So until next time, this is Torvaldr Torgerson signing off. Okay, Sven, that's it. Hey, where's my lutefisk?